Is your car hesitating, stumbling, or just acting weird when you step on the gas pedal? It is incredibly frustrating when you need power and the engine just does not deliver, maybe even blowing some black smoke or refusing to start altogether. If your check engine light is staring back at you and you have scanned the system to find the code P0121, you are dealing with a throttle position sensor or switch, a circuit range performance problem. It sounds like a mouthful, but let's break it down into plain English. The Throttle Position Sensor, or TPS, is basically a volume knob for your engine's airflow. It is a potentiometer that tells the car's computer exactly how far you have pushed the gas pedal down. The computer sends a 5-volt reference signal to the sensor, and as you open the throttle, the voltage reading goes up from about 0.5 volts at idle to 4.5 volts at full throttle. When the computer sees a voltage number that does not make sense for the current engine speed, or if the data gets choppy, it throws this code. This is a generic powertrain code, so it applies to pretty much any OBD2 equipped vehicle, though the specific location of the sensor might change a bit depending on what you drive. So, how do we fix this without throwing parts at it? First, pop the hood and take a good look at the TPS connector. You are looking for corrosion, water intrusion, or loose wires. A lot of times the sensor is fine, but the connection is just bad. If that looks okay, you need to dig deeper. If you have a scan tool, look at the idle and wide open throttle readings. They should be smooth and within that 0.5 to 4.5 volt range. However, here is a pro tip that many people miss. Scan tools take samples of data, which means they might miss a tiny, split-second drop in voltage. If you really want to catch an intermittent problem, you need an oscilloscope. Hook it up and watch the signal line as you sweep the throttle open and closed. It should be a clean, smooth line going up and down. If you see jagged spikes or dropouts, that sensor is toast. Also, do a wiggle test. Grab the harness and wiggle it while watching the signal. If the engine stumbles or the signal drops, you have found a wiring issue. If you have absolutely no signal, grab your multimeter and check for that 5-volt reference and a good ground. And remember, the signal wire should never show 12 volts or battery voltage. If it does, you have a short somewhere that needs tracing. Start with the basics, check the voltages, and you will likely find the culprit is either a bad sensor or a rub-through wire.